Maps look stable, but they lie. In the last 100 years, over 30 countries have disappeared, erased by wars, revolutions, and political shifts. Some vanished overnight, others faded slowly. Today, we uncover the most shocking nations that once existed, but no longer appear on our world map. Imagine waking up one day and learning that your country no longer exists. No flag, no passport, no borders, nothing. It sounds impossible, but history is full of nations that once ruled millions, and then vanished like smoke. In this journey, we explore 5 powerful countries that disappeared from the map, not just because of wars, but because of politics, identity, independence, and sometimes, sheer chaos. These stories prove that borders aren't permanent. They're fragile lines shaped by leaders, wars, and the people who fight for what they believe in. The USSR wasn't just a country, it was a superpower. One of the strongest nations in history, stretching across 11 time zones. It had nuclear power, massive armies, and influence across the world. But behind the strength were silent cracks, economic struggles, leadership conflicts, and people demanding freedom. In 1991, everything exploded. The Soviet flag was lowered for the last time, and in one dramatic moment, it broke into 15 separate countries: Russia, Ukraine, the Baltics, the Central Asian republics, and more. A giant didn't just fall, it shattered, and the world map changed forever. Yugoslavia was like a family with 7 strong personalities: Serbia, Croatia, Slovenia, Bosnia, Montenegro, Macedonia, and Kosovo. Different cultures, different religions, different identities, all living under one flag. For decades, it worked, mainly because of one leader, Tito. But after he died, old tensions woke up. Independence movements started. Conflicts erupted. Civil wars broke out. The united Yugoslavia didn't survive. Instead, it split into 7 new countries, each claiming its own identity. A country that once brought people together, ended in one of the messiest breakups in modern history. Czechoslovakia is the opposite of Yugoslavia. No wars, no fighting, no dramatic fall. Instead, in 1993, the leaders of Czech and Slovak regions held a meeting and decided, very calmly, we will be better as 2 countries instead of one. And that was it. A smooth, peaceful, friendly divorce, so calm it was named the Velvet Divorce. They split into the Czech Republic and Slovakia, 2 nations that continued to grow and succeed, proving that not all endings must be violent. Sometimes, separation can be peaceful. For 41 years, Germany was divided into East and West, 2 completely different worlds. East Germany was strict, controlled, and closed off behind the Berlin Wall. Families were separated, dreams were limited, and freedom felt like a faraway idea. But in 1989, everything changed. The Berlin Wall fell, not with guns, but with cheers, hammers, and hope. 1 year later, East Germany officially vanished and reunified with West Germany. It's one of the few times in history where a country disappeared, and people celebrated with tears of joy. Prussia was once a mighty military kingdom, strong, disciplined, and respected across Europe. It shaped modern Germany, led armies, and influenced culture, fashion, and even colors like the famous Prussian blue. But after losing 2 world wars, its borders shrank. Cities were taken, people moved, and by 1947, the name Prussia was officially erased. Imagine a kingdom so powerful it helped create a nation, yet today, it survives only in history books, museums, and a few old castles. There are many more countries that vanished from history. The Ottoman Empire, once massive, dissolved into modern Turkey and several Middle Eastern countries. Austria-Hungary collapsed after World War I. Siam changed its name to Thailand. Tibet lost its independence and became part of China. The Kingdom of Hawaii was annexed by the United States. These countries may be gone, but their influence remains in food, music, culture, borders, and the world we live in today. Borders are not permanent. A nation can be powerful today, and gone tomorrow. History teaches us that nothing is fixed, not power, not politics, not even nations. But the stories of these vanished countries still live on in the languages we speak, the flags we fly, and the maps we study. Countries disappear, but their stories shape our world. So ask yourself, which part of the map will change next?